G'day, my name is Wig, and I have absolutely no idea what I am doing. So throughout my life, there have been 3 games that I've gone back to constantly. These are Mount & Blade, Kenshi, and Arcade. Mount & Blade and Kenshi are absolute Goliaths in the open world game scene. They've given me hours of quality entertainment. But Arcade? Arcade not so much. The problem is that no matter how bad a game is, I'm a sucker for pirate games, and there really isn't many out there that scratch that itch of making you feel like a feared legendary captain that are fun, single player, and not trying to part you with your wallet. So like most uncreative solo developers such as myself, I decided that if I grabbed the best parts of these 3 games that I love so much and mixed them together, maybe I'll get something really great. And that's exactly what I did. The main cornerstones from these games that I took as a place to leap off from were that I wanted a large, ever-changing faction system that's present in Mount & Blade, the fantasy that Kenshi relies on to tell a story, and the action-packed boat combat that Arcade provided. So with my core figured out, I began working absolutely obscene hours pushing out a prototype. The prototype wasn't much to look at, but it helped me nail down the feel of combat, the basic world movement, and honestly, it was a pretty solid bedrock to improve upon. It also really helped me learn to understand the scope of this absolutely monolithic task and allowed me to plan and budget my time accordingly. So I kept at it, adding basic art assets to try and flesh out the world, and eventually settling on a prototype version 2. I added some factions and had them fight each other, traders that you could hunt down, various ship types for all the different races and factions, and a very rudimentary boarding system so that you could take other ships as prizes. At this point the game was a jumbled mess, so I started aggressively refining while adding more content, and this went on for about a year with mostly me screaming at cubes and data tables until finally I have this. I've decided to name the game Seas of Strife, and the game at the moment has 30 unique weapons, 18 unique ships, 6 factions which you can join or conquer, 60 unit types which are split between sailors and soldiers, a land battle minigame, a dynamic trading system that affects the world, and I'm right at the point where I'm working on quests and that all too important fishing game. And well, my god, there is so much content here already, it's definitely way too much for me to go over in one single video. I'm incredibly happy with where the project is at the moment, but in fear of being one of those developers that announce their game way too early when the scope is absolutely massive, I held off going public with social media for probably a little too long. But I'm here now, and I'll be documenting the rest of the game development in a series-like fashion, while also going over the already created systems in more detail for you to enjoy, and hopefully even get involved in. I may even make more miscellaneous videos sharing my experience working on this hugely overscoped game as a solo developer. I'm entirely new to this whole YouTube thing, but it seems like the sky's the limit. I do have a great team of testers who have been invaluable in helping me fix bugs and make the game fun, but I'd really like the criticism from a much wider audience that YouTube can provide to me. So if this project interests you, come hang out in my Discord or leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. The game is pretty obviously still a massive work in progress, but the constructive criticism that you give me will be incredibly priceless, so your opinion really matters. Also, you should probably subscribe. See you soon.